If I had two movie tickets, one for Man of Steel and one for Superman, I'd hands down watch Superman twice. Well, I just watched it, and I'm excited to break it all down for you. In a single sentence, I describe Superman as a refreshing and heartfelt setup for a franchise, laying a strong foundation for an epic second installment. So without further ado, let's jump into the good, the not so good, and whether this movie is worth your time in this short review. Let's start with what Superman does right. And trust me, there's a lot to love here. First and foremost, the story is a standout. This is a fresh take on Superman, pulling inspiration directly from the comic books, which is a bold and welcome move. The filmmakers, led by James Gunn, have crafted a narrative that captures the essence of who Superman is supposed to be. He's not just a savior with godlike powers, he's a beacon of hope, a symbol of optimism in a world that desperately needs it. What I really appreciated was how the story is told from Superman's perspective. This choice makes you feel connected to Clark Kent's journey, both as a hero and as a person finding his place in the world. It's a grounded approach that sets this reboot apart from previous iterations. The tone of the movie is another highlight. Unlike some superhero films that lean heavily into grim and gritty vibes, Superman strikes a perfect balance with humor. The comedic moments are well-timed and genuinely funny, offering a light-hearted contrast to the high-stakes action. These moments don't feel forced, and they give the film a refreshing energy that keeps you engaged. Speaking of action, the fight scenes are a visual treat. The choreography is dynamic, and the special effects are top-notch, making every punch and flight sequence feel larger than life. Pair that with a stellar background score, and you've got a cinematic experience that makes your ticket price feel like a steal. Now let's talk about the cast, because this is one of the strongest ensembles I've seen in the DC universe. David Corenswet steps into the role of Superman, and let me tell you, he absolutely owns it. His portrayal is charismatic, heartfelt, and powerful, embodying both Clark Kent's vulnerability and Superman's strength. Does he outshine Henry Cavill's Superman? That's a tough question, and I think it's up for debate depending on what you value in the character. Cavill's Superman had a brooding intensity, but Corenswet brings a warmth and relatability that feels true to the comics. The supporting cast is equally impressive. Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is a revelation. He nails the cunning, intellectual menace of the character, making every scene he's in electric. From top to bottom, every actor in this movie brings their A-game, making the world of Superman feel alive and vibrant. Now, as much as I enjoyed Superman, it's not without its flaws. Don't get me wrong, this is a good movie, but there's a lingering feeling that it could have been great. When you walk out of the theater, you might find yourself thinking, something was missing. For me, the biggest issue is that the film lacks those iconic, unforgettable moments that stick with you for years. You know those scenes in superhero movies that you can't stop talking about? The ones that define the character or the franchise? Unfortunately, Superman doesn't quite deliver on that front. There's nothing bad about the movie, but it feels like it's holding back, perhaps saving its biggest punches for a sequel. So is Superman worth your time? Absolutely. This is a solid, enjoyable movie that's perfect for a night out with friends or family. One of the best things about it is that it's a clean slate. You don't need to have seen any previous Superman films or DC movies to follow along. If you have a basic understanding of who Superman is and what he stands for, you're in for a treat. The movie's accessibility makes it a great entry point for new fans while still offering enough depth to satisfy long-time comic book readers. I'd give Superman a solid 3 out of 5 stars. It's not perfect, but it's a promising start to what could be an incredible franchise. The fact that it's designed as a setup for future films is both its strength and its weakness. It delivers a lot of heart and spectacle, but leaves you wanting just a bit more. Still, the visuals, performances, and overall vibe make it a worthwhile theater experience. That's my take on Superman. It's a refreshing reboot that captures the spirit of the character while setting the stage for bigger things to come. If you enjoyed this review, you know what to do. Drop a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and let me know if you're planning to catch this one in theaters.